today, class, we are going to talk about hypothermia. So what hypothermia is a condition where the person gets extreme cold, and this can be very dangerous because it starts off where they start losing feeling in their limbs, like their fingers and toes. And after that, if you keep going and get too cold, eventually they can fall off. So it's really important that we don't get hypothermia. So there are some ways that we can prevent hypothermia. So does anyone have any ideas on how you can stop yourself from getting extremely cold?
Don't go in the water.
Don't go in the water. Okay. But what happens if you do go in the water? Then what can you do?
Move.
Move. So keep moving. Okay, good idea.
How about huddle?
Move.
Huddle, where you
Huddle.
pull yourselves in tight. Oh, sorry.
Any other ideas on how to keep warm?
Put on a wetsuit.
Wetsuit, that's a good one.
Oh, that's why you need it for scuba diving.
That's right.
Alright, so these are all very good ideas, but on the chance that you do happen to catch hypothermia, there are some things that you should know about how to treat yourself and how to treat others. So the first thing would be get warm. So if you can, these are excellent ideas on how to get warm and stay warm. So keep moving constantly, huddle up, wear wetsuits, and then also things you can do are give them like a sweater they can wear, put on, and towels. So that way they keep warm. So, and then one thing you should know about treating it is since your body temperature dropped extremely low, it's bad to just raise it all at once, and that can cause shock and damage. So it's important that you warm the outside first with things like sweaters and towels, and then afterwards you warm them up inside. So don't put them into an extremely hot bath. Put them into a cold bath and then slowly warm up the water.
Is it important that we get to the doctor?
Yes. Even mild cases of hypothermia can be very dangerous, so you should go see a doctor. Okay, so now I have a little Jeopardy game, just to like see if you guys remember everything. Okay, so I'll start off with for 200 points. The question is, should you put them into warm bath? Patrick?
No.
No, very good. 200 points for Patrick. Next question for 200 is, what is it called when you get extremely cold?
Hypothermia?
Very good. Hypothermia. The next one is what is the method of keeping them warm?
Towels. Wrap them in towels.
Blankets and towels. Very good idea. Next question.
How many points?
200. They're all 200. Should I ask the question first? Alright, so another way that you can keep them warm. Patrick?
Wetsuit.
Wetsuit? Yeah, wetsuit. And what else goes with that?
Sweaters?
Yeah, jacket, sweaters, wetsuit. All good ideas. Next question. What are some symptoms of hypothermia?
Your limbs get cold and they can fall off.
Yeah, they get extremely cold, and your fingers and lips can actually start turning blue. So, if you notice blue fingers and lips, you might have hypothermia. So, and then what are other symptoms of hypothermia?
Shaking? Do they shiver?
Yep, they can shiver, but then sometimes they also say they feel really
Sleepy.
sleepy. Yep, numbness and sleepiness.
I win.
Oh. Okay, so now that we've come up with that, we're gonna do a little role-playing game. So we're gonna pretend that who wants to volunteer? Alright, we're gonna pretend that you have hypothermia.
He's got a big sweater on. He can't have hypothermia.
So now,
I'll be. No.
No. Okay. So now everyone has to try and come up with one idea and then act it out on them on how they can help keep Ethan warm.
Not me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm not doing that.
Are you gonna take the sweater off so we can have a head start?
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Vicky does. She wants to keep the sweater on.
So are you cold? Are you in hypothermia state? Yes, you are? Kind of shivering? Oh.
All right. Can I go
I
next?
don't have
Yep.
claps.
So,
Oh, clap. Sorry. Thank you.
so you don't put them in hot water, right?
Correct.
You put them in cold water and warm it up, right? Okay.
Let's go, buddy! Here we go!
Oh, maybe not.
Nah.
Let's test it out, see if it works.
Can't remember any other ideas?
I know. Come here, Ethan. Come cuddle. Come cuddle, my friend. We'll just keep him warm with body heat.
Let's bring the dog over to him. Let him sit on our
Keep him
feet.
warm with body heat.
Alright, so how can you tell now if he's getting better or not?
Oh, let's check his fingers. Are they blue? They're still there. That's a good sign.
That's good.
And his nail beds are pink.
That's good. What about his lips?
Oh, lips.
They're
no,
gone.
No blue freezies lately, so we're good.
Okay, is he shivering at all? Moving?
No, he's not shivering at all. Is that a danger sign?
Nope, not unless they're knocked out. So,
Okay.
Let's knock him out.
Are you unconscious?
so I believe you guys have helped cure Ethan. He's pretty good now.
Alright.
He was always
Thanks,
good.
everybody.
Because he was always good.
Oh, but he was wet bathing suit.
How long was it?
We're at 7 minutes now.
Close enough.
So is there any other information about hypothermia we should know?
Pretty much, yeah, you should, if you get it, go see someone immediately and try and get help from other people. This is very important in sailing especially because if you fall in the water, like early season, it can be really cold. So it's important that you always have someone with you while you're sailing.
What kind of gear do you guys wear to keep away from hypothermia?
Well, as we mentioned, we wear layers, so you can wear wetsuits with like splash jackets, splash tops, and pants, and that will help keep you dry as well as warm.
Who's at the biggest risk of having hypothermia, age group wise?
Pretty much anybody, but children would be the biggest risk just because they don't know usually when they get them. That's why I'm teaching a lesson to help you guys understand.
I have a question.
So ignorant adults and young children?
Yes.
How long does it take?
Very quick. It can be like, depending on the conditions, it could be 2 minutes or it can take a few hours. So yeah.
Have you ever known anybody to get hypothermia?
Personally, no.
See some Jeff.
So do you have a story to share about someone with hypothermia?
Our cousins, Cease and Jeff, they were in a boat and the engine caught fire in early April, and they had to jump in the water. And Jeff said that what surprised him is he had a plan that he would swim to shore, but he realized he didn't have any energy. Once he jumped in that cold water, there was not enough energy to swim to shore. And they were rescued by another boat, and then they had to spend a week in hospital recovering from hypothermia.
That's a sure sign because sleepiness and tiredness are one of the clues that they might be getting hypothermia. Are there any other questions?
When you start to feel like you have hypothermia but you're in the water and there's no one else around, is there an easy way to find help?
There's no one else around. Best thing you can do is just swim to shore, as like close to shore there is, and try and get someone else to help you out.
What do you have to wear when you're sailing in the spring to make sure that you don't get hypothermia in case you do turtle?
You have to wear lots. Like I said, layers, so you want to wear like multiple pants, bathing suit with long pants, and then you also want to wear wetsuit with jacket and a splash top on top of that. Sometimes even a hat.
What about your hands and your feet? Do you protect those?
Yep. You want to protect everything. So the ideal conditions for extreme cold is just have everything covered up. So you can wear gloves and boots and shoes as well.
What type of material is best for in the water?
Neoprene is pretty good because it keeps the heat in well, so it's really warm. and it also dries very quickly.
Well, we reached 10 minutes now,
That's good.
so we're gonna say our bye-byes.
Bye.
Bye, class.
Thanks for the lesson,
Bye.
Steve.
Bye.